Here's a question with Aspinall. What happens with Aspinall in the second round? If you want to talk about a guy who sprints, you want to talk about a guy who's fast, one of the fastest heavyweights, he might be the fate in the history of the sport. I don't think anybody moves like that guy does. He beat everybody else's ass too. All the other heavyweights, ragdoll dudes way bigger than him. He's just a freak and of the evolution of the sport.
How so?
Well, because he can do everything. That guy's got elite jiu-jitsu. He's got elite takedowns. His striking is outstanding. Who's the scariest striker in all of MMA. And he knocked him out in the first round.
I think Tom Aspinall is the best.
He's the fastest, quickest, most powerful heavyweight on the planet.
True champion of this weight class is Tom Aspinall, and it's not.
Jon Jones has responded to Tom Aspinall's open workout ahead of UFC 321, and he was stunned by what he saw. After spending more than a year away from the octagon, Aspinall has come back looking faster, sharper, and more dangerous than ever. His impressive open workout has sent shockwaves through the MMA community.
As the heavyweight champion, is it Tom Aspinall? Is it Jon Jones? Is it both of them? Who's champion?
I view it as Aspinall.
I said before that Jon Jones couldn't hold a candle or hold a torch to Tom Aspinall. And I respect Jon Jones and I like Jon Jones. And you've got to remember the run that he had and the great achievements that he's had in this incredible sport. But I believe what we saw tonight from Tom Aspinall and what we see every time from Tom Aspinall, I believe that beats anybody.
He effortlessly showcased lightning-fast strikes, smooth jiu-jitsu transitions, and a calm, championship-level confidence.
The greatest, scariest power striker I've ever seen in the heavyweight division. No one's scarier than Francis. Francis does not move like Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall is significantly faster than every other heavyweight. That's a real problem. At a 250-plus pound frame, his movement's extraordinary. And that's something you have to deal with. Like, that is a crazy ability. Like, his ability to move, like the way he moves, is so much different than everybody else in the sport. He moves like a 175-pounder. He doesn't move like a 250-pound guy. Look how quickly he closes the distance, man. His hand speed and full range of skills. Incredible stand-up, knocks guys out with one punch, black belt in jiu-jitsu, really good wrestler, his everything, and he's young.
So what's your prediction if it happens?
It's hard to bet against Jon.
The GOAT, you know what I mean? He's the best of all time. But if anyone's going to give him a fight, it's Tom Aspinall. You know what I mean? He's got the speed. He's got the jiu-jitsu, he's got the power, but I don't think Jones will fight.
Even Joe Rogan couldn't stay silent, marveling at Aspinall's unbelievable speed, calling it almost unnatural for someone his size to move that way. Rogan described him as a heavyweight who fights like a middleweight, and fans everywhere are beginning to grasp just how dangerous that really is. After a long time away, training quietly and perfecting his craft, Aspinall's evolution is on full display. Jon Jones, who's been closely watching the division, reportedly praised Aspinall's composure and technical skill, acknowledging that he's become a serious threat.
A big fan of like Tom Aspinall as well.
Oh yeah.
You don't really see that anywhere full stop, but definitely not in the heavyweight division.
No heavyweight moves like him.
No one moves like him.
He moves like a 185er.
It's crazy.
It's nuts.
With that kind of explosive and that power, it's crazy.
Crazy speed for a heavyweight.
There's one guy who could mimic a Jon Jones on the feet. It's Rieker Verhoeven.
He's gonna wipe the floor. He's gonna wipe the floor with Jon Jones.
You believe
Jon Jones 100%. Doesn't have a chance versus Tom Aspinall. Mark my words. Tom Aspinall is a freaking monster.
I love it.
On his feet and on the ground. So, and I truly believe that Jon Jones has never faced somebody that is that good on his feet. On the ground, he's faced some guys that are pretty good. But on his feet, I think Tom is, he would even do good in the kickboxing ring. He would be a top competitor for to fight me as well.
Little did I know, 20 years later, that every fight gets worse. Gets worse and worse, honestly. Because there's more at stake. When I first got into the sport, I used to watch guys like Chuck Liddell, Rampage Jackson. I used to watch them, and I used to be like, I can't wait to get there because
Jones knows exactly how dangerous Cyril Gane can be. He submitted him in just 2 minutes. That's what makes an Aspinall vs. Gane matchup so intriguing. While most fans back Aspinall's speed and ground game, Gane remains a world-class striker with elite movement and fight IQ.
who every time I speak to him, he talks about you being his inspiration, you being his favorite fighter, you being the guy he wants to be like. He looks up to you with the utmost respect. I mean, I was just talking to him about you and he adores you. He's in a tough spot right now. I don't know how much you follow, but he's waiting for Jon Jones. Does he move on? He feels like his career is being halted by one man. What advice, if any, would you give to Tom Aspinall, who I think is very frustrated right now because he thinks he's the best, but there's a guy holding him up?
I think Tommy needs to focus on the next task. I remember when I lost to Matt Serra, I was making the mistake of trying to focus on Matt Serra to get my revenge immediately. But I had a few other fights lined up before to get to that. And if he's only focusing on Jon Jones, and if Jon Jones does not come back right away, he's not focusing on the right thing. He needs to focus on what is next, the next path, because the rest it's a distraction, you know. And things that needs to be done will be done. You know, I don't know what Jon will do, but as a fan, I would love to see this fight. I mean, because in terms of legacy and accomplishment, Jon Jones is the best. You know what I mean? And I understand Tom from his point of view that he's a proud fighter. He wants to be the best, but now it's all depend on what Jon want to do. If Jon still want to do this, if he's compensated fairly, all that plays. So Tom should not focus on that because it's outside of his control, and he's wasting a lot of energy focusing on that. And I know it's very hard, but he needs to sort of self-hypnose himself to focus on the next thing and be hungry about the next task. And by doing this, only focusing on the next thing, he's going to build up his legacy, and perhaps one day he's going to be the great.
He's not someone who goes down easily. One slip, one counter, one mistake. That's all it takes to change everything. As UFC 321 draws closer, both men are peaking at the perfect time.
Actually do what he says he does.
Well, let me tell you something. Michael Bisping, before Tom Aspinall fought Sergey Pavlovich, he said all kind of crazy shit. He said he's gonna beat Jon Jones. He moved like Muhammad Ali. He gonna be the next Muhammad Ali. And I said, Mike, this has to be a gimmick. I said, please tell me. It's a gimmick. You're playing a part. There's no way you believe this. He goes, Daniel, this fight is going to last 2 minutes between him and Sergey. I said, bro, Sergey's knocked out 8 dudes in a row. He's knocked out Derek Lewis in a minute. Tom goes and knocks him out. Tom leaves to the back. Bisping's with them, like he's part of the camp. They hugging Bisping.
All the UK dudes, they went around together.
So then they go back to the back. So then he gets booked to fight Curtis, who he hurt himself against last time.
Right.
I'm sitting out with Tom Aspinall, and I'm chatting with him. And he tells me, he goes, DC, you haven't seen anything. He goes, I'm about to put it on this dude. I said, but boy, he's fast, and he's big, and he's been at the top of the game. He went at that dude like Curtis was not on his level. Knocked him out. Here's the problem. When we all fought Jon, you know that the first time I fought Jon Jones, I was 36 years old. I was 36 years old.
Yeah.
The first time I fought Jon Jones. 36 and 38 the second time. He's now what, 37, 38 years old? He was in his mid-20s when he fought all these great legends, but he fought them all when he was in his mid-20s. Now, he'd be on the other side of that coin. Right. This kid's young. Right. He's the older guy. He's been through the wars. It doesn't matter how great you are. When you go through that many battles, it will show. The Gustafsson fight. Him and I just bashed the shit out of each other for 8 rounds. Like we fought, we punched, we
Reyes
kicked.
fight.
Reyes fight. The fight with the last guy, Thiago Santos. All those guys that fought him close.
Make of Tom Aspinall.
I think he's awesome. I think he should go on and have a wonderful career.
Do you think that he needs you?
No, I think he needs me. I think he's not in a position. It's just the truth. Because if I whoop his, it's going to be the next guy. There's going to be a whole new fan base of somebody who everybody believes in. I've done this my whole adult life. When you want something bad enough, and if you get it, it could be the worst thing that could ever happen to you.
What would it take to fight Tom Aspinall?
I'll see you guys later.
For Tom Aspinall, you said you don't really care about the belts. You really want to prove you're the best. is there any other fighter in the heavyweight division that you feel you need to beat to prove that you are the best, other than Cyril Gane?
Yeah, there's lots of guys. There's lots of guys, man. But I'm the kind of guy who doesn't look past my opponent. I'm very, very serious about this fight. I've been training for the last year without a break. I've had absolutely no breaks. I'm much better now than I was in my last fight, and I want to show that. But as far as other heavyweights and stuff, right now that doesn't really interest me. Jon Jones is retired, so I don't really have much to say on that, to be honest. So I'm fighting this guy, and this guy's really good, so I'll be as ready.
Tom Aspinall looks like a man possessed, determined to prove he's the future of the heavyweight division. Meanwhile, Cyril Gane is out to remind the world that he's still one of the most skilled and technical heavyweights on the planet.